Welcome back to the GSL Team League. We're here right now with Shuttle as the last hope. I think it's going to be pretty tough for Shuttle to win this. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. That would actually be really exciting if Shuttle wins this, but Lucier's pretty good.
Yeah, Lucier's all right. He's an okay, kind of pretty decent, good, mid-range Zerg.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
he'd be nothing without Zerglings and Mutas and Roaches.
Yeah, he's just so dependent on those
nothing,
things.
Dude. Totally
If
nothing.
drones weren't so good and they mined minerals, I mean, what?
Yeah, seriously. If you couldn't have hatches,
if they
it's
have
gotta be terrible.
overlords, those things can fly and their farms. What?
Yeah, what's the deal with that
What's
stuff?
the deal with that? I need to contact Blizzard right away. All right, the game is loading. Can Shuttle do this? A lot of pressure on him. He does not have a lot of stage experience here, and that can play a big factor, but you never know what to expect. We've had upsets. We've seen him before. We could see him again here at the GSL Team League. All right, in the upper center location, our Zerg who may very well all kill this team.
I am Lucira.
This team and Socio. He is Lucira. Those are Razer headsets. They do change the lighting depending on how much APM you're outputting.
Yes.
What is that? Is that a little sheep at the bottom right?
I think so, man.
Is that a little Baba? Little Baba sheep?
Yeah, it's so cute.
Here's the thing: is sheep shouldn't actually. Well, hold on, I'm gonna get on sheep in a second. But after I introduce this player, here's in the center right. Can our Terran come back and all kill this team?
Shuttle.
And here's the thing about sheep.
Yeah.
Sheep actually were not supposed to survive.
Yeah.
Via evolution, but humans farmed them.
Yeah.
So well. I mean, sheep are actually like the dumbest animals. They're the dumbest. You can actually have a small sheepdog control an entire herd of sheep.
That's true.
I mean, it's time to man up, sheep. It's time.
Well, it's
time to
one
grow
of
up
the
there,
domesticated animals.
Yeah, domesticated animals.
Have you read Guns, Germs, and Steel?
I left actually when I was back in the States. I left that in my mother's house, but I heard that book is supposed to be very good.
Everyone in the world should actually read it. If everyone read that book and understood it, there would be no racism ever. And also, people would understand things about like why sheep exist.
Yeah, people should read the book Blink too. That's a good book.
Yeah, but Guns, Germs, and Steel is like
is it better?
Actually,
Blink was pretty good.
Probably the most important book ever written.
Oh, we got Lucera, a Swede here. Cheering on Lucera.
Always getting Swedes down here, man.
We got a lot of
Swede players,
Finnish
as well.
people coming down here as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And Norwegian people.
Maybe they found the Dark Gate under a glacier up there, and it just transports them not to hell, but to Korea.
Wow. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It's like the Dark Portal in Warcraft 2.
There you go. All right, so looks like it's going to be a fast command center from Shuttle. Meantime, Lucera, of course, just very standard in his play. Probably a little bit surprised he's not getting rushed.
Yeah.
Lucera is so well known for losing hatcheries.
Well, my bet is, with Shuttle, first of all, right now, no matter what NSOCO goes through, I mean, they're already ranked number 1. If the team loses this, it's not the end of the world. Second of all, most of their team on NSOCO today has failed. Some of their heavyweights have basically failed him.
Yeah.
So right now for Shuttle, I'm probably under the impression that, excuse me, I've got a hiccup. I'm under the impression that they're probably just telling Shuttle, look, just do your best, do what you know.
Yeah.
This is a good experience for you.
The longer game he plays, the more valuable it will be to him as stage experience.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people cheese, because they're nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you don't cheese and you just try to play a long macro game, even if you lose, that's going to be more worthwhile for your stage experience. It's going to take longer. You're going to have the camera on you for longer. It's going to show more of your actual skills rather than, I all-in. If I played my normal best, I would have beaten him. No, you don't want cop-outs like that. What you want is some actual practice. And that's looking to be what he's... Oh, my God. He is actually doing something really cute, Tasus. Down at 6 o'clock in the bottom left main.
This is actually
Shuttle
a good
is
strategy
actually
to
expanding
do.
again.
This is going to do it, especially against a player who's played a bunch of games in a row. Because one thing that can go down is scouting the entire map. If you played a bunch of games like this in a row, you might be like, You're going to forget maybe to have an Overlord parked over that expansion.
Yeah.
Some little thing.
By the way, that Overlord just scouted the double factory, which Lucere is going to think is great. He's going to think, oh, haha, I know what you're doing. You're doing the same build my last opponent kind of did. But actually...
He's probably just going to turtle.
Yeah, you know, I think he's going to put on some light pressure, but what he's going to want to do is have Blue Flame Hellions so that his other expansion can't be found. You know, and even if it is, it's Zerglings that would go down there to attack it, and Blue Flame Hellions deal with those pretty darn well.
That's a really good point, Artosis, because, yeah, I mean, this strategy now is no longer just banking on, oh, I hope he doesn't find this. It's got a backup plan, whereas if he does find this, I can still deal with it.
Yeah, that's why they sometimes call me our pointsis.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they all call you that, Artosis.
Sometimes.
Now, if Lucera finds us fast enough, he might be able to deal with it. But still, it's going to depend on if he's ready to deal with Blue Flame Hellions.
Yeah. So, we're going to see that expand go down. And Lucera is making a Baneling Nest as well as a Spinecrawler. Notice his Roach Horn in a good position to block Blue Flame. So he's actually just preparing for the Blue Flame push. For the Blue Flame, at least harassment. Which, again, we'll see some of. But it's not going to be to kill. If he actually goes in and tries to kill, then Shuttle is a crazy person. It's not going to happen. It's just, that would be silly. You don't double expand, have it not found, and then go try to kill your opponent right away. What you do is you use that extra economy and hit either a huge timing or just keep expanding, just stay ahead.
All right, here come the Hellions now. He's probably just going to move out and wipe out the creep tumors. And roaches are very good at dealing with Hellions.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful because actually, if you have enough Hellions in the right angle, basically anything dies.
That's quite true. And a nice little scan going off, targeting down these creep tumors.
And you might do one more scan here. Always good to keep the Zerg's Creep back. And nice. Okay, so he transitions into this with Bio. So he's probably going to have a lot of Marines and Siege Tanks coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, and I mean, that's pretty reasonable considering he has that extra economy in the bottom left. He's going to have enough economy to really support a ton of Marines and Siege Tanks. But Lucera's going to scout it.
He sees the expansion.
Wow, Lucera just scouted it. But he brings his Zergling to the side. I think he's trying to make it seem like he doesn't know. Yeah, and he's making 6 roaches.
There's a very high chance that Shuttle did not see the Zergling raised by that orbital. Now he's going to bring pull the Hellions down here to defend with these Zerglings. Follow that up with the Roach attack, and the Hellions are going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is a nice little harassment right there, just sending a few Zerglings down.
Oh, wow, he's actually just going to...
Yeah, and I think that's the right choice. I mean, his Hellions are too far out there right now. He's already losing SCVs. He may as well just take a normal third with that command center now. Even though he's told it to land at his natural. I'd much prefer to see that go over to a third base location. Well,
Hellions... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm not talking Tastes.
I was just going to do play-by-play. The Hellions are chased out. Okay, proceed.
All right. So, we do have a lot of siege tanks being made. 4 reactor barracks, 1 with the tech lab getting the upgrades done. And definitely we're going to see a strong timing attack coming out. It doesn't look like he really wants to take a third base. He's still floating that command center back home.
And I guess he's just going to use that for more mules and SCVs there. And it's similar to the other game. Looks like we're going to have just a standard, well, not quite standard, but your 2-base timing push with the Marines and the Siege Tanks. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see.
Well, right now Lucera, he's going for a lot of roaches. He's got Burrow, he's got the roach speed done, Baneling speed on the way. The Spire only about halfway done. It's pretty popular on Metalopolis against Terran, since they remove close positions, to actually go roaches first. You can get quite a scary force up. But with this many siege tanks, Shuttle's going to have a chance to break through.
All right, he did reveal the SCVs now. And that's an indicator that he really wants to win with this push, and this push alone. Those SCVs could have been mining.
We have 78 drones against 47 SCVs, Tasty. So Lucira has an insanely better economy right now. In fact, looking at the income tab, he has almost twice the income of Shuttle. Shuttle just not actually making a lot of SCVs this game. A little bit peculiar. That's a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, that is so many Banelings. And I don't actually like the way that Shuttle's pushing right now. You know, he doesn't even really have enough Marines.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of anything.
This Spire gets done, all it takes is one good Baneling hit on the Marines, and everything dies to the Mutas.
He's down like 40 supply right now, too. It's kind of peculiar.
All right, get ready to watch all this Terran stuff die.
Yeah, that's what's happening. A ton of Banelings. And,
all right. I am team very
This is what happens, Tasteless, when you send a shuttle to do a Colossus's work.
Ooh, well said.
Coming back up with more siege tanks, and oh, that's actually, you never want to siege in that situation, ever, under any circumstance. And Shuttle is dead. He might GG now. We will see. He's still holding on, though. But this is not a comeback scenario. In fact, Lucira right now is making fun of him in his natural. He's just letting him attack him, and see, he's actually
Shuttle's probably just sitting in the booth going, "Oh God, damn it, really?
I'm gonna get all these roaches for free and start my comeback." No, I'm sorry, you're not.
You were doing the burrow up, burrow down strategy. Now your roaches are mine. No, she's not. He's probably just sitting there shaking his head like, "I'm so angry right now."
Well, you know, Lucira, he's tried and true. This is the first game of Shuttle. Shuttle is doing a drop in Lucira's main right now.
And that's exactly what you don't want to do when Mutas are out.
Spines as well, I mean.
Right now, Lucira is actually invincible.
Yeah, he's can't possibly lose this.
He typed in IDKFA. Is that it? Or IDDQD? What is the Doom code?
What?
You're not a nerd. You're a poser nerd.
ABACABB?
Up, down, left, right, BA. Start. Unless it's two players and it's select start.
Well.
I don't know what to say anymore, guys.
Yeah, no,
this guy is actually
over.
dead. I mean, he's right now, Zerg has half the map, minus the gold base. Terran is at 116 supply to 195.
There is a burrowed roach, and those SPs actually can't kill it. It regenerates too quickly. And
that is too funny.
Lucira's maxed out against 119 for Shuttle. Doesn't even care, just attack moving, no micro.
He's just
part of his army.
In there.
Yeah, see, that's actually just like a small part of his army too. He actually just doesn't care right now.
Is that like Army won like a sweepstakes to check out the bottom right side of the map? You're the lucky winners.
Sweepstakes gone bad. 10 more drones on the way for Lucira. He's going to bring it up to 90 against the 39 of his opponent. Sorry, guys. It'll be over soon.
It'll all be over soon, guys, and soon we'll be on the second half of our team games today.
Yeah. F.United cannot help.
All right. Right now, Baneling landmine trap was set. Shuttle detects it, but it doesn't matter because there is just too many Zerg everything right now.
Yeah. 62 supply to 166. The difference gets larger and larger. He's still microing a medevac with 4 Marines, and I mean, it's good for him to get stage experience, but this is like embarrassing at the same time, you know? Lucira might start doing some really negative things, dancing, something like that. I don't know.
I think Lucira might get out of his booth and go buy a soda at the vending machine and come back in.
Well, that's about the only way he'd get a win at this point, man.
I don't even know about that.
Is Lucira getting his self-disqualified.
All right. Medevac, sorry, you can't fly any farther on this map. You can't land on that building. Goodbye.
Should have had a medevac pad over there.
Yeah, should have a little landing pad. There's some nice looking buildings on this map in the background.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city,
like
Metalopolis.
Really expensive property value.
This is like... There's a wall around Metalopolis.
Is there?
Yeah, man. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're right.
There's a wall.
You guys got to go in the map editor
And look at this.
There's a wall around
There's
the
a
map.
wall around the buildings.
All right,
This city
the world
is-
needs to know.
This reminds me of that Final Fantasy movie where there's like spirits outside, so they make a big force field. This is actually a metal wall. And people have bought advertising space on some portions, but not a whole lot.
Go into the map and look at the walls, guys.
Yeah.
The entire city is surrounded by a wall.
And they have the eye pistol. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, the eye pistol ads there.
Well, you know, an interesting thing about actually having a metal wall around your city is melee units are going to have a hard time against your city.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, they're going to have to run up all the way to the walls. You can pour
But at the
hot
same time,
oil on them.
If
Just like
you have
medieval
a wall
days.
around your building, your property value is going to go down because you don't have a nice view out the window.
Well, you have, I guess the ones in the center of the city would have the highest property value because they look out at the rest of the city. We actually see this whole city. I thought the city kind of went into the distance, but this map, Metalopolis, actually has the entire city.
GG. And the most interesting thing about that game was the fact we found out Metalopolis has a giant wall around it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Shuttle, very, very painful game for him. I like the start of his strategy. He wasn't able to carry it through. And Lucira has now all killed the entire team of NS Hoseo.
Yes. That was pretty sick.
Pretty impressive right there.
Even the might of Sage could not stop him. Giving away some more gifts.
Who's going to get it?
He's all embarrassed.
Who's going to get it? He's like, all right, I'll just give it to the guy closest to me. That's the
That guy
easiest
wanted
thing
it
to do.
so bad.
You are the winner.
Congratulations.
Is that one of their new sponsors?
Yeah, that's one of their sponsors.
Okay.
So, NS Hoso getting owned for the first time in the team league this season.
Yeah.
The first loss. They said before they're good friends. They look alike.
Yeah, they do. Got the same kind of style here, too.
Yeah.
Handsome fellows. Well, guys, don't go anywhere because we still have more Team League coming up here.
Yes, and in fact, a very exciting one, Tasteless.
Yes. I'm getting wiggly.
Can't wait, man. TSL against FXOunited. That means that we get to see the likes of Phoenix, of Nanoa, of Thorzane. Some amazing players going at it. Yesterday, they had a kind of disappointing game, but maybe today they can do better.
We're going to find out pretty soon here. Thank you again for joining us here for the first half of the Team League today. The results, pretty straightforward. Lucira defeated the entire team very, very well. I mean, NS Hoso just did not have an answer. This seems more like the IM team we used to know. They're coming back now.
Yeah.
I think they've learned a lot from the tough lessons they had to face.
Well, Lucira seems like he had a fire under his ass today, Tasteless, I gotta say. After falling to the up and down matches, he's like, what? Started practicing a lot, man. Really shows. Really shows.
Really well done by Lucira. I know the IM team is very happy about this moment here because they were actually on the fence.
If they lost this game, they would not make it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They had to win, and they actually won by a lot, so that's going to give them plus several points to add onto their score. And maybe they can still make it in, man. The hope is still alive for them. Of course, NS Hoso is pretty much good to go. I don't think that if they get owned like this, like, how many matches they have left, actually? I'm not sure, but they're pretty much just in the playoffs.
These were interesting games. It really goes to show you that somebody like Lucira is not going to lose to two base timing pushes.
Yeah, no.
If you notice, every single game was like, I have a special strategy. You die at minute 11. No, man, it's not going to work.
Not so much.
They even did the strategy while going like that.
I know.
Don't do that.
That's why their micro was bad.
Yeah.
That's why they lost those banelings.
Yes.
Well,
so sometimes you have to either invest in an all-in or late game. You know, play it out to endgame. We're going to have an interview now.
4대1 올킬을 기록했는데요. 오늘 승리팀 IM팀 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 제 옆에 오늘 MVP 선수죠. 바로 황강호 선수입니다. 안녕하세요. 네, 오늘 정말 팀을 위기에서 구하면서 MVP 선정되셨는데 소감이 어떠신가요?
기분이 좋고요. 감독님이 저보고 그냥 제 차로 왔을 때 바로 끝내라고 연습 때부터 그렇게 말씀하셨어요.
I'm very happy, and the coach asked me to finish off NS
준비해
Hoseo.
있는데 연습할 때 잘 되더라고요. 그래서 대충 생각적으로는 예상했었고 그리고 경철이 형이 이기면서
He was playing
이제
good
손도
games, or
풀고
Lucira was
그렇게
playing
해서
good games, excuse me.
하게 됐다고 생각해요.
네, 알겠습니다. 사실 이 황강호 선수 하면은 GSTL을 통해서 뜬 1세대 스타라고 말할 수 있어요. 그래서인지 이제 GSTL에 대한 애착도 클 것 같은데 어떤가요?
개인 리그와도 또 다른 프로리그이기 때문에 그러니까 팀 리그는 팀 모두가 하나가 되어서
He looks at
한다고
the
생각해요.
GSTL
그렇기 때문에
differently than the
더
individual
열심히
league.
하고 그다음에 그런 대회인데 거기서
Even though he's in the up and down
제가
matches, he's still going to do his
해보고
best here in the
거기서부터 시작했기
GSTL
때문에
and make sure they make it to the playoffs.
마찬가지로 정말 애착이 크고요. 그 대회에서 다시 한번 또 올킬을 하게 돼서 기분이 정말 좋습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 황강호 선수 팬들이 굉장히 많은 만큼 또 별명도 굉장히 많은 걸로 알고 있어요. 제가 일일이 언급하진 않겠지만 그 중에서 제일 애착이 가는 별명 이렇게 불러줬으면 좋겠다 하는 별명 있으신가요?
So do you have a lot of
저는
nicknames? Which one do you like the
맹동왕이라는
most?
별명이 좋고요. 다른 별명도 좋긴 좋은데 저는 그 별명이 더 애착하고 제가 제일 좋아하는 유닛이기 때문에 그 유닛만큼은 제가 제일 잘 쓴다는 그리고 제일 많이 잘 뽑는다는 그거기 때문에 저는 그 별명이 좋습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 맹동학 황강호 선수. 네,
He likes
좋은
any
활약
nickname that has
기대할게요.
banelings in it.
네, 그리고 또 옆에는 강동훈 감독님 나와
Baneless
있습니다.
Sierra?
오늘
I was
정말
about to say
소감이죠.
that.
네, 소감 한 말씀 해주시죠.
Never
일단은
gonna
오랜만에
coach interview?
승리한 것 같아서요. 굉장히 너무 기쁘고 오늘을 계기로 뭔가 또 다른 걸 또 느꼈어요. 그래서 정말 더 잘할 수 있을 것
He's happy
같은데
that
그
finally
기회가
the IM team
올지는 잘
showed their true skill.
모르겠지만 정말 뭐 하늘에 맡기고요. 그 뜻은 여튼 하게 된다면 정말 열심히 할 수 있는 그런 계기가 됐던 것 같아요. 오늘은.
네, 그리고 제가 경기 전에 인터뷰 영상을 봤는데요. NS호서 박영신 감독님이랑 굉장히 친해 보이시더라고요. 뭐 박영신 감독님이
They're gonna have to wait for the other team's
뭐 이런
results right now
말씀까지
to make
하셨는데
sure they're actually
오늘
in the playoffs.
이기셨잖아요. 이 자리를 빌어서 NS호서 박영신 감독님에게 한마디 해주시죠.
팀
Any
리그도 해먹고
comments to the
싶다.
coach, opposing coach?
너희가 지금 3연승을 해서
Coach
좋은 모습을 보이고 있는데 오늘 뭐 비록 패배했지만 너희 팀의 그런 실력이나 그런 것들은
You guys are
누구도
performing
의심하지
very well
않기
right
때문에
now.
다음에 또 이기지 않을까 싶어. 그러니까 오늘 뭐 용기 잃지 말고 다음에 더 잘했으면 좋겠어. 파이팅.
네.
But even though you guys lost today,
마무리인데요.
I
네,
hope you guys
오늘로써
perform
IM
well,
팀의 페넌트 레이스
in your
경기는 모두
future match.
끝났습니다. 그죠? 이제 스타테일과 포유 팀의 경기 승패가 굉장히 중요해졌는데요. 원종욱 감독님에게 한마디 하고 싶은 말 있을 것 같은데, 네, 한번 해주시죠.
comment to the StarTale coach
원감독님,
because their match against
종욱이
FOU
형.
is very important.
꼭 이겨주시기 바랍니다. 모든 연습이나 필요한 게 있다면
Hope you guys
언제든
win for us.
전화하시고요. 전부 총 대기하고 있도록
You guys need
하겠습니다.
anything, just tell
그리고
me.
오늘 임재덕 선수가 3경기나 손만 풀었어요. 그래서 나갈 수 있는 기회를 이제 강호가 없애버렸는데
네.
IMST
팬
was warming
여러분들이나
up
다른
for
분들이
the pre-matches
제대의
yesterday,
경기를 방송을 통해서 보고
but
싶다면
Lucier ended up all killing the
포유의
team,
패배를
so
열심히
Nessie didn't
응원해
end up having a
주시기
chance to come out.
열심히 돕겠습니다.
네, 말씀 감사합니다. 네. 네, 저는 지금까지 오늘의 승리팀 IN팀 만나봤습니다. 저는 다음 경기 끝나고 다시 찾아오도록 하겠습니다. 이난.
Well, there you have it. I didn't expect it to be as one-sided.
No, I thought that this was one that could definitely go to 7 games, but you know, this happens even amongst top teams with
Well, there's
hugely good players.
so much about who comes out first and then what map is that going to be on. Sometimes you can have the perfect storm where, well, this actually just was that one-sided.
Yeah.
Then again, we don't know. I mean, the IM team is probably going to bring out their very, very best and brightest in a situation like this. Like, I wasn't shocked at all by Happy, but it made perfect sense, too, to bring out Lucera. Now that I look at the situation in retrospect, it's like,
You know-
Lucera, take out as many players as possible. Lucera's not a sniper player. You know?
No, he's not. He's just a badass player like
He
MVP
is.
or like Nesty. I still kind of like the choice of Younghwa there as a PvP against Sage, but you know, it ended up working out in the end. So
It's too bad we didn't
Props
get
to
to see
them.
more of Sage. I actually really enjoy casting his games.
he's one of my absolute favorites to watch. He, Younghwa, Alicia, there's a few
They're
others.
really good.
Yeah.
So,
Puzzle.
Puzzle's good too. So that does it for this day's team match. But again, do not go anywhere because we have another one coming up here with F.United.
Cannot wait.
Ooh. It's going to be so sick.
Okay,
Can't
so
wait,
ask
Artosis.
me what my favorite team is.
Hey, Artosis, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite team?
FU.
Wow, F.United. I have to agree. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think there's anything else left to close out. Do we have? I think we've done it.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow-
I'm
yeah, follow-
Artosis. He's Call Me Taste. Also, throw on GOMTV.
Yes, please. Get on Twitter. And also, after today's second GSL team match, we have Project A, one of the new shows we're doing. It's following Yellow and his journey to make it to Code A. If you don't know who Yellow is, first of all, you're a newbie. Second of all, do a little bit of StarCraft 1 research because that guy was a legendary player. He's now switched over to StarCraft 2. And here are the standings right now. And as you can see, NS Ocio now in the lead still, but barely in the lead.
Yeah. This is a pretty big deal. And so basically, oh, look at that. 4 matches, 5 matches. FOU coming up on their final match here. So FOU actually needs to beat StarTale. They absolutely need to. So that's what they were talking about earlier. Notice this loss really hurt Hoso's standing. They were way in first, and now they are barely in front of StarTale right now. So this next match between StarTale and the new FXO, it's important, man.
It's really important. So, big moment here. Pretty tense situation. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited.
Me too.
And we're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the second part of our Team League. So join us for that.
So loud, disco balls and big crowds, baby.